You are addicted to YouTube videos and it is actually ruining your life. Welcome back to another one of these videos where we talk about self-improvement and we talk about life and how to improve your life and to just live life, not depressed, not anxious, but to actually improve your happiness and your mental health and your ability to just love life again. And so if that interests you, consider subscribing and watching some of my other videos. Now, I want to share my story with being addicted to YouTube before I get into how much it's ruining your life and how to stop it. Most of my childhood I spent on YouTube. I mean, as many other people, I spent so much time on YouTube, probably upwards of 7 to 8 hours a day at some points, and that's rough. I was basically TikTok brain before TikTok existed. Before even Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts or any of those things existed. I already had TikTok brain from all the content I was consuming as a little teenager, as a little chump. I could never stop watching videos. I would be in an endless loop where I just couldn't stop. I remember vividly watching videos and then constantly throughout the day, if I wasn't watching YouTube actively, I would constantly be stalking my subscriptions to see if my favorite YouTubers have posted yet. This might be relatable to you, but if you watch YouTube, maybe you're like actively living for your favorite YouTuber's next upload. You're actively waiting. I remember I used to wait hours and hours just constantly checking to see if my favorite YouTuber posted yet. And just spamming that subscriptions page over and over and over, reloading and reloading. That is so, like, not good whatsoever. It's quite frankly like a waste of time, and I know people don't like to hear that, but it is a waste of time. Like, yes, you're enjoying it, yes, it gives you enjoyment and pleasure and fulfillment, but like in short-term fulfillment, but like it's not actually good for you, and you are not really doing anything good for yourself or beneficial, or in fact you're actually hurting yourself, you're actually hurting your mental health, you're actually overstimulating yourself mentally to a point where you can barely even process and think like a normal person. Pretty soon your attention span gets so messed up that your IQ level is like below average. Like you actually drop like 20 points on the IQ level. You can't even think anymore. You can't even problem solve anymore. And the worst part of that is you're no longer living life present. Basically, the more you give into things that are instant gratification and things that are quick and stimulating, things that are very stimulating, the more you give into that, the more you're unable to be present and enjoy life. So quite literally, the more overstimulated you are, the more you're unable to enjoy the things in life. Natural things in life like nature, mountains, trees, the fresh air, breathing, food. Like quite literally, I know this sounds insane if you've never heard this before, but you literally taste food less. You can literally taste food less. You literally can't taste your food as much when you're living life overstimulated. The reason why I say that, I know it sounds crazy, but if you're overstimulated, you can't really enjoy food. You don't really taste it as much as you would if you were living your life present and in the moment. Here's an illustration for you to help with this. Genuinely think, don't be like smart here. Genuinely think, which scenario would you enjoy the taste of your food more and like actually taste every little part of it? Let's say you're eating a Chipotle bowl. One version of you is scrolling on TikTok, watching YouTube videos, focusing on the YouTube video, being distracted while you're eating your Chipotle bowl. And the other version of you is completely present, completely focused on the food and just eating every single bite and tasting every single bite, tasting the food, enjoying the food, just completely in the moment, not even thinking about anything, just in the moment, actively eating. Maybe you look around a couple times when you're chewing your food and just look around at the background. You're sitting in your car, you're staring at the mountains, you're staring at the cars driving by, you stare at the trees that are swaying in the wind. You smell the fresh air before you go and take your next bite. Think about how much more in that scenario you are enjoying the taste of the food and actually essentially tasting your food more and tasting it and enjoying it more. This is the analogy of life. So when you're distracted and you're overstimulated, you aren't enjoying your life as much. You aren't enjoying the fresh air as much. You aren't enjoying food as much. You aren't enjoying your relationships, your friendships, the connection you have with those people. You aren't enjoying those things as much because you're just not as present. You're not as proactive. You're not as in the moment. I hope I'm getting the message across here because this is very, very important. That is why you're not enjoying life as much. And so, with that being said, YouTube is actually destroying your life. If you watch YouTube shorts over and over and over, and you're constantly waiting for your favorite YouTuber to post, and you're spamming the reload button on the subscription page, and you're from YouTube shorts to YouTube to the homepage to, oh, Mr. Beast uploaded, oh, I'm gonna watch a Mr. Beast video because it's entertaining and it makes me feel good, and like it's just a waste of time. And it's not even just that, you're also ruining your quality of life for the reason I just stated. If you're to the point of literally spamming your subscriptions page, spamming the reload button on YouTube, you have an issue, and you need to admit that you have an issue because it is going to ruin your life. That cycle is never going to end. You're constantly going to live in that cycle of overstimulation and being overwhelmed mentally and literally fatiguing your mind. Have you ever done this before? Have you ever like scrolled for like 2 hours, 3 hours and just felt so mentally tired and like overwhelmed afterwards? I'm sure you felt this. If you've scrolled for that long or watched content for that long, 2 hours, 3 hours straight, imagine how you feel after you've done that. Sure, in the moment you feel good and you feel empowered and you feel all these different emotions. Oh, empowerment. Oh, pride. Oh, lust, pleasure, entertainment. You feel these things, but then after you watch TikTok and Reels and Shorts and YouTube for 2 hours, 3 hours, once you're done and you turn your phone off for a quick second, and you turn your phone off and just be with yourself for like 5 seconds, those 5 seconds that you're alone with yourself after watching content, you are miserable. You are depressed. You're existential. You're wondering what you're doing with your life. You're wondering how you even got to this point, why you're wasting your life away. These intrusive thoughts quickly come. You've probably been in this situation before. I'm sure I wasn't alone. I'm sure younger me wasn't alone in this. I'm sure you felt the same way before. YouTube is overstimulating you, and overstimulation is ruining your life. It's causing constant anxiety, constant thoughts, constantly overwhelmed, not even able to think normally. These things are ruining your life, your quality of life, and it's ruining your potential for future success. And the cycle's never gonna end if you don't make it end. If you don't actually take action now and stop this addiction, stop this cycle, this habit of scrolling, you're never gonna stop, you're never gonna get better. Your mental health is never going to improve if you don't take action right now. And yes, life happens, something happens. Maybe it's summer break and you're bored, and then school's gonna start up in a couple months and you're gonna be better again. You're gonna stop scrolling as much. Maybe you're thinking like that, but like, oh, maybe sports is gonna start up in a couple months and then you'll be busy and you won't be able to scroll as much and you're just enjoying your time now while you have it. No, you can't think like that because you're wasting your time and you're setting yourself back mentally like several levels. Why would you do that? Why would you set yourself back mentally and then tell yourself, oh, in the future I'll do better, in the future, in a couple of months I'll be better and I won't do it anymore? It's like justifying an alcohol addiction or a drug addiction or a porn addiction. It's like, oh, I'm doing it now, yeah, but like it feels good, and yeah, but like in a couple of months I'll stop doing it because I have to do this instead. Like, no, stop it right now for your sake, for your mental health, for your benefit, please. Stop. Do better. Stop scrolling on YouTube Shorts so much. Stop watching all these pointless videos. I don't care if that means you have to delete the app and you never watch my videos ever again. I don't care about the views. I don't care about any of that. Stop scrolling. Have a purpose in life that you work towards, that you're able to keep busy with so that you don't scroll 24/7. Have hobbies. Do other things that put you in a flow state, that put you in the present moment, that keep you focused and keep you happy and alive. Don't keep numbing yourself, keep numbing your life, your existence, your soul with this garbage, with this mind-numbing, never-ending cycle of just brain rot. It's not worth it. Live life completely present as much as possible, and therefore you will actually love your life again for what it is, and the small things you will enjoy again. The reason why you don't enjoy the small things anymore is because you're overstimulated and you're constantly in this content consumption cycle. So minimize it, cut it out, and you will feel better. You will start to enjoy. You will slowly but surely start to enjoy life again and enjoy the small things in life more. If you are addicted to YouTube or content in general, then this is your warning. There's a reason why this video popped up. It's because you're addicted. The algorithm knows. The algorithm isn't stupid. It knows what you need to hear. And so, fix your life. Fix this addiction that you have. Minimize it. Cut it out. Do better. Because you don't realize how much it's hurting you. And it's actually hurting you quite a lot. If you want to join a community of like-minded people who are also on this journey in life and trying to improve themselves and trying to do better for themselves and for their lives, and also trying to cut out overstimulation in TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and all these things, consider joining the Discord link in the description below. It's a great group of guys and we're growing every single day. It's beautiful to see, and it's a very safe place. I feel like it's a very good place if you're new to all this and you just want to improve and do better for your life. So with that being said, I love you all, and I will see you all in the next one.